Hi and welcome to Ali Lives Well on Less. I'm Ali, an early retired teacher currently living on a small pension. And today I am trying out some new equipment that hopefully I will be able to edit this video. And if you're seeing it, then obviously it's worked. So I have quite a lot of food prepping to do this morning. So I'm hoping to be able to film some, stop it, edit, and hopefully you will see a final polished video at the end. Luna is being exceptionally naughty today. I'm not quite sure what's wrong with her. She's been walked, but she was really naughty out of walk, trying to dart onto the road when there were cars coming. So yeah, she's in the bad books. She just seems to be full of beans this morning. So we'll see how we go. So she may make an appearance or not. I might have to bribe her with some things. So, as I've mentioned before, one of my daughter-in-laws likes to go to the supermarket just before it closes and snap up yellow sticker bargains. And sometimes she's successful and sometimes there's not a lot. So last night, which was Friday night, we're in that Twixmas period, aren't we, where we can't remember days and dates. So it was Friday night and she discovered a lot of yellow stickers. So she messaged me and told me what was available and I said yes, yes, yes. And she got loads of stuff and I actually went to pick her up in the car because she had so much stuff. So here is the haul, the shopping haul that I got. And I'll tell you how much I've saved and how much it should have been. Now, I think I've also mentioned before that I give my daughter-in-law £20 just to keep in her purse so that she's not out of pocket and she can get me stuff. So that £20 is going to come out of December's budget. Okay, so £20, but we didn't spend £20, so let's have a wee look and let's see what I've got. Here I have an astonishing 3 litres of extra thick double cream that I am going to turn into butter, but I'm also going to use a little bit for sauce. I have some turkey thigh mince. I have a chicken rare bit. I'm going to cook that and I'm going to use some of it for a pie filling. And I have some pork and I have some chicken breast. This is just under a kilo, 950 grams. So I'm going to turn all of these things into portionable food for the freezer, and also going to turn this into butter. So the full price of these items should have been £39 exactly. I paid £12.97, so that's a third of the full cost of what they should be. And yep, Miss Luna is she's just running up and down and barking. So we will plough it on, and I'm going to start off by making a meatloaf with some of the turkey mince, or I might use all of the turkey mince. We'll see how it goes. I've still got half a packet of the stuffing mix, so I'm going to mix that up just now, and then I'll mix that in with the turkey mince and start a meatloaf, and then I'll start filling the oven with various things. We also got a few more of the 15p veg, so I have onions again. I've not had onions for ages since I made the caramelised onion chutney. So yeah, I will be adding in some of the veg that we got as well. So I'm now on to using up the pork strips. Not something I would normally eat, but I'm going to try and make a pork stroganoff. So I've got some oil in the pan, it's quite hot. All the recipes that I looked up online said do the pork first and then add in the vegetables and the stock and let it simmer. So that's what I'm going to do. So there's going to be a fair bit of noise, so I think I will just, let's try some voiceover. So I've got about 1 tablespoon of oil in the pan, and there are 250 grams of pork. And all the recipes that I saw said to sear the outside of the meat as quickly as I could, and that will stop the meat becoming tough. But as I say later on, not sure about that, but this is how I did it anyway. I'm now just turning the meat over to try and make sure that it's browned before it starts producing the juices, because once the juice comes out of the meat, then that means it's more or less sort of steaming or boiling in its own juice, and I'm not going to get that nice firm texture on the outside. Okay, so we've now got the pan juices in here, and I'm going to add 1 sliced onion. Now, all the recipes I saw said mushrooms go in next. I don't have any mushrooms, so I'm going to use some sliced peppers I have in my freezer. So a good handful, so probably, strictly speaking, not a traditional stroganoff. But here you go, here's what we've got. Yeah, might be too much, but I quite like peppers. Okay, so now I'm going to add my smoked paprika. That's what makes it stroganoffy, if that's the word. Already smelling delicious. Right, so maybe that's my ½ teaspoon. So maybe 1½ teaspoons to begin with. Quite generous. Right, so let's see. And another one for luck. Okay. So that's 2 teaspoons of smoked paprika. Now I love smoked paprika, so I guess I don't mind how strong it is. Get that temperature back up. Obviously the frozen veg has brought the pan temperature down, so once it comes back up I will add in the pork strips. Oh, it really does smell good. Okay. I think the trick is going to be to make sure that the pork is not tough. I think that's why I don't really like eating pork, because I can never cook it properly. So, bit of an experiment today. So there are some juices coming out of the pork already. So we've got all that lovely juice going in there. There we go. And then to this I am going to add some chicken stock that I had in the freezer. I will leave a link to reference the recipe or recipes that I am basing this on, but basically I'm making it up. It's kind of what I do in the kitchen anyway. So as I said, I'm testing out this equipment. I'm not using a microphone at the moment, so hopefully the sound is okay. I've still to work out how to use the microphone. So, oops. Okay, need to clean that. Right, so a little bit of chicken stock. I think this is probably a couple 100 mils of chicken stock. There we go. Good. So I'm just going to let that simmer for a little while. Now you're supposed to put soured cream into a stroganoff. I don't have sour cream. I could probably add some lemon juice to a little bit of normal cream, but I'm just going to use some of my reduced cream in the spirit of use up what you've got. So I'm just going to let that simmer for a little while, and then we'll come back and have a look. So about an hour later, I finally have the 3 litres of cream turned into butter. I've got a jug of buttermilk. I'm going to weigh and measure that all out, so I will add details on the screen. I have cooked the pork stroganoff. Jury's out, even though I tried my best. The pork is still slightly tough. It's edible, but not my favourite, so I'm going to have some of that for lunch, and then I'll freeze a portion. So I've cooked a simple meatloaf. It was just the turkey mince mixed in with half a packet of the stuffing mix, and I've cooked the Waitrose ready-made chicken rare bit, which I'm going to take the chicken out and some of the sauce, and that's going to be the basis for a sort of chicken pie, and I'll just eat the rest. So I will show you what I have done so far, and I still have the almost kilo of chicken to deal with. I'm going to do that after I have had my lunch. So starting with the chicken rare bit. Looks pretty much as like a ready meal, but I will fish out the chicken. Here is the meatloaf, very simple, just stuffing and meat. Here is the pork stroganoff with some cream added into the end. Yeah, as I said, jury's out. I'll show you the butter, which is about to go into the fridge because I am hungry and I need to eat, and a jug of buttermilk. So I will come back and I'll show you once that is all portioned out and weighed. So here we have the finished butter and buttermilk. So 3 litres of double cream created 1 litre of buttermilk and 1.5 kilos of butter. I've portioned it into the size you would normally get in the shop, which is 250 grams, and this cost about 70 pence a block. So here we have the finished meatloaf. There are 10 slices ready to go into the freezer. There's no egg in this. I normally put eggs through the meatloaf, but it seems to have held up quite well with just the meat and the stuffing. And here we have the chicken rare bit portioned up, ready to be made into a pie, which I will probably make tomorrow. And here we have the chicken all sliced up and ready to be portioned up. I did half with just some garlic powder and herbs, and the other half were covered in my homemade fajita spice mix, so they're slightly spicy, and I will portion them up into single portions ready for use to be pulled out the freezer. And I will just put these in the fridge overnight, and I'll do it tomorrow because it's been a long day. Luna's had enough, and yeah, I think it's time to call it a day for today. So it's the next day and everything is sliced and prepped and frozen and tucked safely away in the freezers to keep me going throughout the month of January. I still have some of the veggies to prep. I'm going to dehydrate some carrot sticks for Luna because she likes them as a nice healthy snack. I have actually baked another sourdough loaf this morning. So the kitchen's nice and warm. I think I'm going to have to take my cardigan off. So that will get sliced up and put in the freezer. So I am sorted for the next wee while. I had a no spend December because my freezers were already full. I may have a low spend January because I have plenty of food to keep me going. But yeah, this was an unexpected bonus. So huge thank you to my daughter-in-law who just got lucky. Sometimes that's how it works. But you have to be open to it, and you have to think creatively on how you can use up some of the things. So hope you are having a nice betwixt Christmas and New Year time. Is an odd time, isn't it? So this is an extra video. This isn't my normal Foodie Friday one, so normal service will be resumed on Foodie Friday. So have a great day, and I'll see you soon. Bye.